My main theme will be about the challenge that families, working families on the farm, have in the challenge of their wealth management. And talking from the point of view of both their accumulation, their protection and their transfer phases, and the multi-dimensions that a family has in relation to managing a farm. That's to say, as business operators, as investors, and of course as family units. Obviously in the agricultural space, they, more than most other businesses, understand the cyclical and seasonal nature of the financial markets, and of course of their family structures. And some of those challenges are multi-dimensional and multi-temporal, and really my talk will be about some of the better ways that have been used in the past and by their peers in managing some of those risks. As the Reserve Bank of Australia says, and as many commentators say, that we are facing a period of transition. The high Australian dollar has been a rude shock to many of us. A lot of that is beyond our control, a bit like the weather. It is something that we have to accept and manage. In recent times we've seen currency volatility, which is a reminder of us that opportunity is actually a two-sided sword, that it can cut, and also an opportunity. The view of the consensus commentators out there suggests that we are past the peak of our commodity cycle, which actually brings us different challenges and opportunities. We've been recently confronted with a very strong Aussie dollar, which has challenged our exporters, and obviously our import competing industries as well have faced those same sort of challenges. A weaker Aussie is good in some instances and bad in others. From a revenue point of view, it will be supportive. From a cost point of view, particularly from import cost point of view, it presents other different types of challenges. So in a sense, the currency, like a lot of economic indicators, are in fact part of a broad church, and it's very hard to make generalisations on that. From my sort of small angle and vantage point, I think there are lots of things they can do in managing their wealth and the deployment and their personal portfolios. From a business point of view, they can manage, I guess, their currency and their interest rate risks in a more nuanced and proactive way. And I guess one of the key takeaways that I'd like the viewers and the participants of the conference to have in mind is that they're not necessarily victims, that they will be challenged, but these are not insurmountable, and there are lots of solutions out there. It's really a function of them not being limited by their imagination and just come to the conference and actually become more aware of their choices. Please understand the views expressed here are those of my own only, and no reflection on my employers.